Homeschool Guide Montessori Consulting Services is a service to families and educators. I offer initial consultations for those that are interested in talking through unique situations, whether that is finding the right curriculum for their child, toilet learning, positive discipline, starting a homeschool, learning state laws, and setting up educational environments, to name a few. Please go to my website, www.home-schoolguide.com, for more information. Grace and peace to everyone. Welcome to the Raising Independent Thinkers Show. I'm your host, Bathsheba, and I hope you all had a wonderful and blessed week, as did I. I see Akeem is here supporting me. Hi, Akeem. So over the weekend, actually yesterday, which was Saturday, Akeem and I celebrated an early birthday dinner for me. Officially, my birthday is this coming Wednesday. And I was surprised with some beautiful flowers and balloons, which was very sweet. And, growing up, I never really experienced someone making a big deal about my birthday. But as I got older, I started just to understand why it's important to be celebrated and to also celebrate others. So I'm grateful for another year, and I plan to make this year count. So I'm excited to share with you all the information that I have today on standardized tests for homeschoolers. But before that, I wanted to share with you all a book that I enjoy reading as a parent and an educator. And the book is called The Tao of Montessori, and the author is McTamaney. And it just shares short verses on reflections of compassionate teaching. And what I like about it is that the reflections are very inspiring when it comes to raising our awareness on child development and teaching. So I'm just going to read a little bit on page 13. Okay. All right. So page 13. Okay. It says, when teachers answer the question, why did you decide to be a teacher? Most answers include some variation of, because I love children. What a remarkable foundation, so unlikely in other professions, to feel passionately about the work that you do. So much so that we're often willing to do it for little pay and little recognition. Teaching for most of us satisfies some inner drive compelled by our individual relationships with children for whom we care. Perhaps a more informative question to ask, though, would be, why do you love children? It is within the answer to this question that we find the more difficult obstacles to conquer. Those parts of our relationships with children that make our work about us instead of about them. Do we love children, or do we love the way children make us feel about ourselves? When we disconnect our work with the children from our personal need for validation, we are able to better serve the children in our care. We can focus more precisely on their needs because our own are not intermingled to muddy the waters. We can observe children outside of our biases, prepare them for the outside of their own agendas, and respect them for themselves instead of for whom they make us feel we are. Being loving toward children is in itself a validation of our lovingness. And the quote on the bottom says, "Knowing what we must do is neither fundamental nor difficult, but to comprehend which presumptions and vain prejudices we must rid ourselves of in order to be able to educate our children is most difficult." And that was written by Maria Montessori. So, to me, this is a powerful reflection to why we teach our children. And as an educator and a parent, I had to learn, and I'm still learning, to be mindful of my own biases toward my now adult children. Just learning how to accept them for who they are, their differences, their passions, their dreams, and not my own. And always coming back to the purpose of why I love to teach. And that purpose is essentially love, especially when it comes to my own children. So I hope you all enjoyed that reading. Again, the book is called The Tao of Montessori, and it's by Catherine McTamaney. And I'll put that in the description below. Okay, so today's topic is about standardized tests. Why do we need them? Do we need them? What is the purpose? How can we provide assessments and tests to our own homeschoolers in a stress-free way? So, taking tests and assessments, exams, can be a good practice to knowing what it is your child has learned. The problem and the challenges that we have in our schools today is the inflexibility and amount of pressure that's being placed on test scores. And the fact that our children are being affected in more than a number of negative ways. And it has caused a great deal of stress, just all the way around. Um, do you all remember making sure you had a sharpened number 2 pencil ready for the test? And feeling that pit in your stomach and thinking, why do I feel so nervous? I know that's how I felt. And just bubbling in your answers, sometimes just bubbling in any answer. So the fact that people learn differently, and I did a show a while ago about different learning styles and how each one of us learns in different ways. There's the visual learners, the auditory learners, tactile learners, and so on. So there could be a student who excels in learning but may not perform well on tests. Akeem, are you there? I see you in the broadcast. Do you want to join me? I don't know if you can hear me. You're muted. There you go. I unmuted you. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi. I was in the stream. I was just trying to turn off because I was watching it on YouTube. I had to turn.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to join me.
No, I
I
just
seen
came
you
in
pop
to
up.
support the show. That's it. I didn't, I
Okay.
came in
So
to
yeah,
listen.
I'm
So,
talking about standardized tests
uh-huh.
and some of the challenges that we face in our schools.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, one of the challenges is the amount of time that is spent to prepare the children. And we talked about this the other day, just
right,
preparing the children to take tests, the time that's lost that they can actually spend on learning something. I mean,
right,
I remember spending weeks to prepare for a test in school, and
right,
that's all we did in class was prepare for that test. And I always thought it was a big waste of time.
right. Yep.
Yeah,
Most of the stuff you're testing on, you ain't gonna never use again. So, you know,
right.
that's the system. The system is not designed for you to come out and excel at the top. It's designed
Hmm.
to be a part of being a worker class. That's all.
Right.
But don't let me hold you up. I just came in to support and
Okay. Well,
go ahead
thank
and
you.
do
Thank
your
you for your
thing.
support.
Yeah, I'll be
Yep.
here. So just
Okay.
There
If
you
I
go.
need you, I'll call you.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a big benefit to homeschooling in that in most states, parents can choose what type of test and assessments their child takes. And there are many different types. So we're going to just talk about three of those types today. Okay. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Hmm. All right, just give me a few seconds. I'm just trying to find okay, here we go. Oops. Okay. So hopefully y'all can see that. Let's make sure. Okay. All right. So types of nationally standardized achievement tests. So we're going to talk about three of those. The California Achievement Test, which is called the CAT, the Terra Nova test, and the Iowa's test of basic skills. Okay. So the California Achievement Test is a nationally standardized achievement test for grades K through 12. Um, it is widely used and accepted. And the test is given in sections. So it's measured by reading, language, spelling, and math. There is an online version of the test, which offers both timed and untimed options. And the test does not need to be done in one sitting. So that means your child can spread it out over days if they choose to do that. Now, in the state of North Carolina, at least once during every school year, you must test your child using a nationally standardized test. But again, you can choose which test you're going to use. So that's just once a year in North Carolina. And if you need consulting on, your state's requirements, please reach out to me and get a consultation. I can help you figure out what assessments or which standardized test is best for you and your child. So academicexcellence.com offers the test, and there are other websites that offer the test as well. But academicexcellence.com, you can check out if you want more information on the CAT test. And the scores are calculated and divided into different areas. So they have raw scores, which are the actual number of correct answers within a given test section. You have grade equivalent scores, which represents the grade level of a student's ability compared to the median score of the student at the same level. And then you have your percentile score, which is equivalent to the percentage of students from the norm group. So, for example, a student with a percentile score of 73 means that the student did better than approximately 73% of the students in their grade. Okay, so the next test I'm going to talk about is the Terra Nova. And the Terra Nova is also a nationally standardized achievement test for grades K through 12. It's one of the most respected achievement tests. And that measures more subjects than the CAT test. So it measures reading, language arts, math, science, social studies, vocabulary, and spelling. The test is timed, but you can choose how many sections your child is completing each day. So I believe each section is about 40 minutes. Um, so you can choose, you know, how many sections your child is doing each day. So they don't have to do all of the test in one sitting. Okay, and the scores range as a national percentage for each area. So similar to the CAT. And you can find more information on the terranova3.com website. Okay, and then the last test we're going to talk about is the Iowa test of basic skills. And that one is also a standardized test. You don't have to live in Iowa to take the test. Um, and standardized tests are available no matter where you live. It's widely used and accepted, and it measures reading, language arts, math, science, and social studies. Okay, parents do need to be approved to be the test administrator with this test. And if you don't want to administer your child's test, you just need to find a certified testing administrator in your area. And I can also help with that. And this test is untimed for K through the eighth grade, and then it's timed from 9 to 12th grade. Okay. Akeem, I see you're there. Did you want to get on again, or you just listening?
I was just listening.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the website here is seatontesting.com. That's where you can find more information. And the Seton testing also provides the CAT and the Terra Nova test as well. Okay. All right. So all of the tests that I shared can be administered online. Um, they are they all provide practice tests so that your child can practice first. And out of all of these tests, the California Achievement Test is the most popular because that test takes less time to take. So, according to the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, there was a study that was done back in 2007 that included 12,000 homeschool students from all 50 states who took three well-known standardized tests, which included the CAT, the Iowa Test of Basic Skills, and the Stanford Achievement Test. We didn't go over that one, but the Stanford Achievement Test is another one. And they tested in 5 areas of academics that were measured, and it showed that the average homeschooler scored at the 89th percentile in language, 84th percentile in math, 84th percentile in science, and 86th percentile in social studies. And the average public school student taking these standardized tests only scored at least or only scored at the 50th percentile in each subject area. So this shows that homeschoolers are doing exceptionally well on standardized tests. And my thoughts are because they're able to take these tests with little to no stress, surrounding them. They're able to take them on their own time in the comfort of their own home. And that definitely says a lot. Okay. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hakeem, did you have something to share? What did you think about the content?
It was good. The fact that homeschoolers do better than students who go to regular school that prepare for 3 weeks for a test.
Right.
When the
Right.
other students don't have all of that going on, and their homeschoolers are doing better.
Right. And to think about it, you can practice taking those tests anytime during the year,
Hmm. But why
but
even test at all? I mean, for what? What is it doing?
yeah, well, some people like to take the test to see where their child is at and see if they're learning the information.
Hmm.
I personally don't think it's all that necessary, but it is
No,
um,
because get
for
that stuff
home.
after
Some
you
of the
take the test.
states. I'll say that again.
You forget you forget the test after you take it.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah,
forget
you're
about
right.
it. Like you only taking the
Yeah.
test to pass that test, and then you moving on. You forget about it. So it's not like it's information that you can use for a lifetime.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember anything that
No,
I've learned on any test that I
all you
took.
remember is the experience leading up to the test.
Right.
That's it.
Which was
That's all
which
you
was stressful, which was a
know. Right.
stressful experience.
So
Yeah.
it's not the test is not a gauge for intelligence and
Right.
how well you're going to do in life because a lot of people who did poorly in school were just average students excelling way better than students who got all A's.
Right. Right. And it's interesting because most states, the majority of the states don't require you to take any assessments.
Right.
It's just a handful of states that do require it.
If
And
you're
North
home,
Carolina is one of them. They require you to give your child a test once a year.
but they don't monitor that though, right?
No, actually I mean you
You
have to
just
keep the records. You're supposed to keep the records.
who's checking the record? Like,
But who's checking the records? Right.
right.
Right. You're
So,
right.
and the test could be anything you want it to be, right? It doesn't matter.
As long as it's a standardized, nationally standardized test.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
Okay.
only in a few states, so it's not in all the states.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those a lot of that stuff that they're taking a test on is not something you're going to use throughout your life.
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
absolutely right.
and you know. Anyway, that's all I had to say.
Okay. Okay. Well, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling fine. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I am okay.
Yeah, I appreciate all that you did for me this weekend for my birthday again. And I am looking forward to the actual day.
Yeah, it's only a few days away.
Yep.
Yep. It's a lot
All
of
right.
birthdays. My mother's birthday was Friday. Yeah.
And my daughter's birthday is on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep. And my son's birthday is next week.
Yeah. A lot of birthdays this month.
Hmm.
All right. Well, good
Oh,
show.
all right. Thank you. That's all I have.
All right.
So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and go to the website for more information. If you need consulting, have a wonderful, blessed week. Don't forget to join Akeem on Tuesday for the Truth Tuesday show. And see you all next week.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace, everyone.